Hey everybody, and welcome back to what is hopefully the final underwater mission of Duke Nukem Land of the Babes. I am still Nickeraw, and it's time for some dialogue, so I'll be back in just a second. As we go through the city, whoosh, 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 whoosh.
Are you there? Come in, Duke.
I'm here, Jane.
Great. You made it. What's your present location?
I'm underwater, near some collapsed buildings and flooded streets.
Well, I've got some good news. We picked up Houston's PMS signal near your location.
PMS?
Positional monitoring system. All resistance leaders have one surgically placed under their skin in case of an emergency.
So does it work all the time? Or just once a month?
Very funny, Duke. Houston's signal is very weak, but it's the first time we've seen it, so you are getting closer to her position.
Jane, I'm running low on air down here, and it's a long swim to the top.
We'll try to drop you some air tanks, but our supplies are limited. You better move as fast as you can.
All those funny jokes about women and their periods. It's fucking hilarious. But yeah, welcome to the final underwater level. We still do not have a working oxygen tank. Thankfully, though, we got a message coming.
Duke here.
Duke, I've done a little research for you. Try locating the Old City data terminal in the library. When you reach it, you can upload the contents to us, and we might be able to get a lead on Silverback Stronghold.
Roger that. I'll let you know when I find the terminal.
So yeah, we gotta go to the library. Not probably Duke's favorite place to be, but there's obviously some information there that will help us get directed to Houston's PMS, and it's such a horrible joke. But yeah, we got to do some arbitrary task in the middle of this sunken city, and normally it would be a bit difficult, to do all that with our single supply of air. Thankfully, though, there are a number of fire hydrants around, popping out bubbles for some inexplicable reason, allowing us to get back a much-needed oxygen supply. Also, there are some random tanks of air or oxygen around that we can pick up if need be the case, but for the most part these fire hydrants pretty much do the job as long as you can actually get in their range. So we've already found the first secret, really nothing great in there. We're already to the library itself. I suppose the library could be a bit difficult finding your way around. If you try to actually explore a bit, you'll probably notice you're going to run low on oxygen pretty quickly. But if you can figure out where to go and just kind of ignore the enemies, which is for the best, then it's not too much of a hassle.
Jane, I found the terminal you were talking about, and I'm uploading the data to you now. But there's no sign of Houston anywhere.
That's really odd. Her PMS signal shows her to be right near your location. Hold on while we analyze the city layout data. Duke, the only thing we found is an old sewer system under the streets. It's been sealed up for years, but there is plenty of space for Silverback to hide out. It looks like there may be an access pipe to the sewers just under the fountain in the city square. Duke, I also see that the old police station had been secured with time lock. I'm releasing them now.
Okay, Jane, I'll check it out. I'm anxious to get back on dry land. Duke out.
So now we have our objective to finish the level off. We just had to blow up the fountain, but we currently do not have anything necessary to blow up the fountain itself, which is why the police station was unlocked. The problem is that being you as the first time player will not know that the room where the detonator is to blow up the fountain is actually locked. So you actually need to make another quick detour before heading over to the police station proper. And obviously, where would you go if you were a policeman before going into work, or while on work, or during an arrest? Well, obviously you would go to the donut store, and this time it's Porky's Donuts. obviously
Looks like he had
pig
one
cops,
too many donuts.
porkies, and jokes, funniness, I don't know. But yeah, just picking up some extra, you know, O2 on our way back, even though there are plenty of fire hydrants. I guess you could probably accidentally shoot the fire hydrants and, you know, screw yourself out of the oxygen then, but, you know, realistically, you can skip pretty much every enemy in this general area because, for one thing, you've been fighting nothing but sharks and octobrains for, you know, the last 2 levels, and secondly, you can pretty much outrun all of them. There's really no reason to fight them, other than satiating your bloodlust.
Fishy going on around here.
So we are now in the police station proper, and I'm just going to take a slight detour here to head off to the second secret of the level. It's another pretty much lackluster secret, and
some shark
I don't know, I guess it could be a bit hard to find, especially if you're scrambling for time and air, but you know, if you search around a bit, it's not too difficult to find that these 2 cells are interconnected, and there is some more torpedo launcher ammunition back here, which I will never use. So now that we've dinged off that secret, we can now continue on to the evidence room proper, which in this symmetrical and poorly designed police station is, you know, right on the adjacent side. So we're just gonna swim over there now, and thankfully, since we do have the evidence key, we're not gonna have to do some unnecessary backtracking and waiting around for air. And there is some shotgun ammunition here if you need it, but there is the detonator.
Cool. Impounded explosives.
So now that we have the detonator, we just need to head back to the fountain. But before we do that, I'm going to find out that I really don't need any sniper rifle ammunition because there's not ever really any reason to use the sniper rifle in this game, pretty much. Yeah, so far this game's kind of running into the same trappings of time to kill, in that there are about 3 useful weapons out of 20, and, you know, they kind of run enemies into the ground. But it's at least got some more interesting set pieces, I suppose, such as blowing up a fountain. I will say, though, that the cinematics and dialogue and things seem to really be adding up. In the case of this particular mission, you may notice this is like a 9-minute long video, but realistically there's only about 5.5 minutes of gameplay. The rest of it is PMS jokes and cinematics. So whether or not that's a good thing is, you know, it's up to the individual, I suppose, but, you know, I kind of enjoy the fact there's just these short, interesting levels coupled with very awful jokes. But we have one last secret for the level, and this is kind of hard to see great here, with our quest item. With the quest item obtained, we can go to the exit. We'll see you next time on more Land of the Babes.
Good riddance. If I never swim again, it'll be too soon.